Oopsie poopsie. Let me. And then. Wait. And then. Okay. The depths of Toastad. Hello? There we go. Freitas. Are we for real? The girl looks across the chasm. She's pretending to not look at you. That's a girl? A noblewoman? That's a pretty expensive dress. What's she doing down here? She slowly turns her head towards you. What? Your name? Nah, go away. How rude. Cool. You're very rude. What do you know about the tea shop, mysterious woman? She rolls her eyes. It exploded. Why does everyone keep saying that? Duh. I feel like you don't want to talk about it. Don't have anything to say. Who are you voting for in the election? Don't care for it. The election? I don't. It doesn't matter. And I wouldn't tell you if it did. I'll throw my lot for the Asgalists. They're cool. Oh, okay. I don't care. She's a hard nut to crack, this one. I have to ask you some personal questions, but I have a feeling you won't respond in any meaningful way. Smart. Can you go now? That's all for now. Thank you, citizen. That's so. Wait. How did it do that? Oh. Wait, what? It's low, but she's saying not again. Oh, I see. Dormitory. RNA. Not going into all these people's houses. Snell H. Oh. Strange. I think we know this apartment is special. Why? Oh, snail. Just some random apartments. Grab it and find it stiff. Strange, you can't seem to open the door. I can't do anything. Oh, leave. Something foul is fermenting in here. It's a bird. Neswigala? Nesson of the Green. Sure, finally, something decent. Wait, what? Druid and true neutral. Unbothered. Moisturized. Happy in her lane. She's focused on her work. But she does not seek strife. She will help you if you do not persevere. Her knowledge goes deep, far below the city. Learn from her. As her loneliness. This elf is seeking an escape. Why else be here of all places? Her matriarch. Yes, this woman is in trouble, just like you. On top of the garden. At the top of the garden, look out. You see a strange creature hunched over. Underneath a large red hat, her drooping gaze slowly guides towards you. Not a hat, she's an actual mushroom growing out of her skull. The elf drops a final piece of mushroom into the bowl on the table and gives you a creepy grin. Nice corner you got here. Slowly and in appropriately dramatic fashion, she widens her eyes to reveal piercing red pupils. Her grin widens even more somehow. Her expression leaves your legs weak, and not in a good way. Oh god, she's trouble. She's real trouble. Just look at the side of her head. Look at those ears, white hair, ashen hue, and those eyes. An elf, aren't they rare? The city holds many folks, but elves are both few in number and seldom intermingle with lesser races. But look at her. And this is no elf of Ilum. Ilum, an ancient elven empire, now a shell of its former self, once ruled by Ilum, the Mender, a walking god who signed a treaty with Earth, the great woodland strands, the border between Askin and Reeds. This is an elf of the Pimay. Hello, elf. You hear a guttural chuckle leave the lips. A man delves into the garden, his sights set on the mysteries below. Are you that man? I am that man. More or less. She's just being dramatic. I am a man. Oh, a man's man. Exotic. The elf stammers, or is that idiolect? The elf does not as much stammer as she tastes some words more than others. She turns around. The elf is not. That's interesting. She turns around, her eyes gleaming among the mist of spores. Neswikala of the Green. Call me Nessun. I am underling to Hierophant Opadana. Of course, a druid. As you look into her eyes, you can feel it. She communes with the nature itself on the regular. You're a druid? Prove it. She just gives you a goofy smile. I don't see how I could prove as such more than I currently do. She points to her head mushroom. There are indeed not many folks sitting around pretending to be mushroom in bushes. Otherwise the city would be even stranger. I spend my days handling primal forces, that which grows and decays. Do you know much of it? About nature's beatrite, like warlockism? Spirits do inhabit all of these things, although compared to making a deal with some fiend, I can promise you trees are much more, I'm not sure that word, auster? She lowers her gaze for what you realize is the first time since she's raised him. I would like to hear your tale, human. There is much to be learned from your folk in settlement in this band. She speaks as though the Earth folks' 60-something years of civilization building is nothing but a footnote in her history book. How sustainable is your lifestyle? Sustainable? How do you replenish the resources you consume? And if you do not, how many years to depletion? You mean in particular or my people? Both or either? She presses down on the mushroom bowls, sending a puff of spores into the air. I'm going to answer now? If you have it, but there is no stress. Think about it. Yell speaks of the realm. Life collapse. To keep one balanced with the primal forces of the land is the only just way to live. Earthfolk will eventually choose this land. Personally believe it. Not a day, pretty sustainable. What was the question again? I don't really know. There's imbalance here in the city. You truly believe that? I hope so. She smiles. Hope it's a good thing. It might lead you down the right trail. I watch your people for some time from a distance. I am not one to make judgments. Earth and sea. But it worries me how few primal forces there are to keep you at bay. Primal forces. She places a palm against the rough floor. O Pidana has helped to keep the undersea from overtaken by unbalancing powers. Demigods, feet, celestials, you, or human arcanists. Each creates a power that not only overtakes the primal, they do so with ease. The great war your kind waged upon one another delayed it, but I do certainly believe it is inevitable. He speaks of the unsustainable nature of magic. Humans barely exist anymore, or almost extinct. Fair, your kind might be an offshoot of a much more dominant force, but you still hold great power in this band. Do not forget that. She takes a deep and deliberate breath. Now enough of complicated topics. Tell me, human, do you have a mate? What? Thou speaks of nature as a close ally. You should. Wait, what did you just ask? Well, your cheeks clench. No, not good. Calm down, this is not a hostile situation. Elaborate. Of course, I apologize if I was vague, human. I mean, most humans in the settlement group in pairs. I wonder if those of your kind do not the same for such long-term committed partnerships. Stop the untimely her initial query. No, I am married to my work. I'm the cleric. I go solo. She lowers her mushroom cap in size. I see. It is the same here then. The path of an esoteric guardian is to be alone. You're never alone, even when it feels like you are. The elf starts adding some kind of oily liquid into her mushroom bowl. It is an old elf. Can guide you in any way, make it so. If not, I will return to my toil. Should be a primal attunement. Do I have a primal attunement? What do you know about the tea shop? Only what the roots whisper to me. The elf leans closer, twisting her head to the side. You must delve deep, human. Something rotten happened that day. The green quakes. They fear what's to come. They whisper. Oh, do they whisper anything useful? She leans back and lets out a resigned sigh. You do not speak with trees often, do you? You should stop and listen more often. Insane behavior. So you were here when it exploded? No, I was much further below. And what do the goblins whisper about? Wait, what? She didn't say goblins, did she? What do you think happened? I will not deliberate on things I have no knowledge about. Refreshing sentiment. Yeah, that's true. What are you voting in the election? I'm not a citizen of Norvik. Cool. You don't look like an elf. What do elves look like? Yum elves are monstrous. Im elves are tree-like. Pime elves are simply gray. I suppose there are many kind of elves. She nods. We do not call ourselves that, but your people, yes, I'm an elf. Pimea. She closes her eyes. Pimea yo oli nana tahtia. We are the elves of stars. Pimea is our name for the people, but it is not correct. Remember that. Interesting. You speak Elvish. Impressive. She looks at the side and back to you. You grasp on the human tongue is remarkable as well. She's too kind. Do your people have a great civilization below? Nope. I believe your people would call us nomads. So you're from the Undercoast. How do I get there? Holes and tunnels. There are more than enough even within viewing distance. I'd recommend gaining Lady Sageleaf's approval first. She knows Lady Sageleaf. Other questions? Great. Show your primal attunement. Yes, sir. You kneel. You need to prove it. Your attunement to nature. Interesting. Yes. She places a bowl from her desk to the ground below you. You must show what you've learned in your studies. The primal forces are complicated, but you still sense the tingle of your strings through every branch and mushroom. Hold your hand over the bowl. As you reach out, the elf hums. She then moves the bowl closer to you. You've attempted this before. It did not go well. You believe that is all you require. Magic is not an exact science, despite what the instructors in the towers used to tell you. The esoteric in your realm does not conform to rules. That is the only rule they truly follow. Now feel the holy mushrooms inside the bowl. The strings within them, around them. Grab one of them, change it. Twist the string. At first, nothing. Then a twinge. Whatever you touch is connected with the spores, that growth, the decay. You did little, but you did something. The elf nods. What did I do? You ruined my brew. It's fine. Listen. Oops. She laughs. You caused the fungi in the bowl to change acidity. It's subtle, but it's there. You performed an act of druidcraft, human. The unused druidcraft to unlock a unique interaction with the natural world. I did. She gives you a lecherous smirk. Nessun grabs a bowl and pours the mushrooms back in the ground. The contents trickle before you. I made the mushroom come to life? That big with an esoteric feat. Not yet, at least. She chuckles and puts the bowl back on her desks. Perhaps you can be one human I share knowledge with, if that's what you ask. I love plants. Please do, I want to learn. Very well. What do you want to know, human? I want to learn to speak with animals. That shouldn't be too hard. Oh, wow. Cast it when you have an animal to speak with, and you should be able to hold a conversation as long as you can keep up. What a true craft really? I would call it the most beautiful, most useful. I'm tired, bro. Path of communication with nature. It can be used for many a thing, but for you, I would suggest focusing on the basics. Use it to move peacefully through the roots and show your balanced nature to those primal spirits from below. Can druids create magical food, perhaps? Certainly. There's a spell that would be very useful for you since you're on the run all the time. Good apple creates 5 apples. I love apples. Can I have it? I don't have that spell skill, sorry. But I do seem to remember I handed the moon grower. She might be keeping that one to some moon core. Say there's a force fire, but I love woman. Quit the bite on her. What is she implying? Where get that? Good apple spell scroll. Just tell her I sent you. And there we go. Request my spell. Myself in the process of helping sage use that here. It's created, but yes, real. Can nature protect me? Of course, with bark skin. Scroll of it. Might have down in the roots below the garden. If you pass, take it. I keep cashing down in the floor. Who is that was for tree? That's some sort of anime tree, I suppose. We have a password, just say minimum secus puyani. I have other stuff inside as well. Some sage leaf wants to succeed. Oh great, thanks. You're welcome. She gives you a creepy smile. Just get the password and you will grant you access. What are these primal forces? Nature. Her face says it's self-explanatory. That includes but is not limited to elements, life, anything that grows. Really, it is that which exists at the core of all. But even after alterations, it remains within. Generally speaking, a clump of ore will be more primal than a forged blade. In short, the primal emerges from the natural energies. Decent explanation. What differs primal from arcane and divine forces? She's going to stay with you for a while. The answer to that could be many. I would lean towards saying that they differ only in origin, but that origin makes all the difference in the world. Sure, that makes sense. Good. I am not too good at teaching. I am more of an exploratory esotericist. She gives you a slow nod. Thank you. That's all the magic questions for now. You're very welcome, human. That's it. Bye. Interesting.